Welcome back to the Black Evolution, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I have a very special guest in the building. He's entrepreneur, Mr. CEO, Kyle Kikos Robinson. And we're going to talk about one topic. That is Cardi B and the WAP video. Let's get into it. So, Mr. Tyler, thank you for being on this podcast once again. It is great to have you.
First of all, I want to say thank you to you, Dan. It was always good being on your podcast, just talking.
Yeah.
That good shit.
Yeah, of course. We always do. We always get into it. So today we're going to get into the WAP video with Cardi B, and I call it the Hookup Cult. Not culture, cult. Because I do believe it's a cult. You have people just simply getting all hyped up over this WAP video with Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion, or Megan Thee Stallion, whatever her name is. And they all hyped up and riled up about what? About people wanting to be thoughts and wanting to be very promiscuous women. I don't get what's so great about the video. I'm like, okay, they're just trying to be thoughts. Okay, whatever. Next, what's your thoughts on that?
Well, to piggyback off what you said a few weeks ago, the video, in a way, is stupid. Because I feel it wasn't really any creativity. They put Kylie Jenner in the video and they think it's something good. Mm-hmm. They need a white girl to glorify what they do.
Yeah.
And I find it.
Go ahead.
And it's like you say, I'm going to go a step further. When you said the WAP code, I'm going to call it a dot code. Mm.
You're right, because that's all it is. Because when you think about it, all they do is just basically throw their assets around and just be very promiscuous women, and they're glorifying that. I mean, we got to remember, Cardi B was a stripper. I did some research on her. Cardi B was originally a stripper. And so she grew up glorifying her body and glorifying it in such a way to get money.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm on my hustle. I'm on get a job. You can't get no job besides doing that. Like, come on now. And then you're promoting that behavior, but you're married. So by definition, you're a hypocrite.
And that's the thing I wanted to get into, because I think I respect Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. I respect their hustle or what they did for the music industry and what they did before they got into it. But here's my problem. Why are you promoting that nonsense? You're promoting false hope.
Yeah.
In the wrong way.
Yeah. Because all you're promoting is ratchetness and thottish behavior. And you don't realize that either they realize it and they're willfully doing this on purpose, or they're doing this in ignorance. I prefer the former rather than the latter. Because you know what this leads to. You know what this lifestyle leads to. You've been in the music industry. You know how this goes. But you promoting that, you're gonna leave all these women gonna follow you into a ditch, because they ultimately gonna end up alone when they do all that stuff, the WAP and showing myself promiscuously and everything else, and to get likes and views because of your fragile ego. Like, come on now, that's ultimately what this is about. That's what women. I'm gonna tell you something about women. They love attention. They can't get enough. It's either from social media or from a dude, or both. Like, they love attention, and they will do anything and everything to get attention. And when they don't get it, they go crazy. That's why this WAP video is just highlighting that on a grand scale.
And it wasn't tasteful creativity. It was ratchetness.
Yeah.
Raunchiness.
Yeah. It takes place the music video takes place in a brothel, and they're very promiscuous, and it talks about what they want to do, what they want to be pleased sexually or whatever. And I'm like, okay. When I listened to it the first time, I'm like, all right, it's a cool song. I didn't think it was gonna get anywhere or be a national hit. I'm just like, okay, that shows you where America's mindset is now.
And I think that's all it should have been. Just a nice Billboard top hit. That's all it should have been.
Yeah.
It should have been no ghetto ratchetness theme song.
Yeah. Because I know
it was making me mad.
Yeah, because everybody now listen to it. Oh, the WAP, the WAP, the WAP. Listen to the WAP, listen to the WAP. I'm like, it's so stupid.
And you would think it'd be the other way around. More the men would like the video than the women.
Yeah.
But it's not. The women love this song than the men.
Yeah, you would think the men will love it because they showing off this and that, but like I feel like my personal opinion, men are now desensitized to that because it's shown so much. When you show it so much, it's just like they're desensitized.
Yep.
And that's the problem. They created that culture. It's all right. Go ahead.
Oh, you keep going.
Oh, I was saying that when you create that culture. And you desensitize people, especially the men. It's just like, okay, what else do you got? What else do you bring to the table other than just that? Because anybody can do that.
I think it was, like you said, the most hypocritical, contradictional music video / song ever.
Yep. Because Cardi B is married, and then Megan Thee Stallion, either she has a man or she's having multiple men or whatever. But I'm like, Cardi B's married to Offset, but you're promoting this behavior. It's not like you're doing this to get people married. You're doing this to promote the single life, to hot girl summer or whatever. And then
here's the problem I have with this. She gets mad and says Offset cheats and stuff, but you act like that.
Yeah, you act like that. When you act like that, what you expect?
And then she talks about now that Me Too came out that she was sexually assaulted while she working as a stripper.
Yeah.
But how's somebody gonna take you serious and you're doing that?
Yeah. Nobody can take you seriously if you doing all that stuff. You glorifying that. You glorifying your body. You glorify. I'm like, come on now. You're a rapper. You you influence people. Don't influence people to do the wrong stuff. What's wrong with you?
And I think that's the problem with them. They forget they're rappers now. They think they're reality TV stars.
Yeah.
And Cardi B, I know you had that reality TV background, but get over it now.
Yeah.
You're a rapper now.
You're a rapper.
Act
it's
like
over.
It.
Act like a rapper. Don't act like no reality TV star. It's over. Like, come on, act like you got some sense.
You left the reality TV world because you hated it.
Yeah.
Why are you trying to bring yourself back into it?
Yeah. It's like, even some, but I've listened to other people talk about the video. Some of the older women are just pretty much disgusted because they're like, really?
Yeah.
This is what y'all do? Like, come on now. And so, and also to going off of the fourth wall or whatever, I'm gonna ask all my audience or something. Like, ladies, young ladies, teenagers to recent adults. Is this really the person you want to idolize? You want to look up to? Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion, two ratchet ghetto women who do nothing but glorify their bodies. I'm like, okay.
And don't forget the city girls.
Yeah, and the city girls too. Like, really? They all ratchet. Like, come on now, really? That's who you look up to?
They really started the ratchetness.
Yeah. At least Beyonce came across as educated.
She's not ratchet. It's tasteful.
Yeah. This Beyonce came out as educated versus Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. City girls, they just ratchet. They just foolish. Like, really? This who you look up to? You can say whatever you want to about Beyonce. At least Beyonce has some type of class, has some type of respect or something. Yeah, these low down women promoting that. I'm like, that's stupid.
That are morally bankrupt.
Yep. Don't have no morals at all. That's a problem. What's wrong with y'all?
Then you wonder why the guys in the music industry don't take you serious.
Yeah. And then you wonder why men don't take you seriously either.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I want a man that's going to do this and that for me. That's going to wife me up. That's going to do this and that. That's going to marry me. And I'm like, why? When you act like that?
Why don't y'all look up to Aisha Curry, Michelle Obama, Oprah, Beyonce, SZA,
yeah,
and what's the other girl? Ella May.
Yeah.
Leighton Green. Who else? Rihanna.
Yeah.
Remy Ma.
Yeah.
What am I missing? What's her name? Summer
Yeah.
like that.
They don't like that. They want to, because I feel like deep down, that's what they want to do. To be honest with you, they want to be super freaky like that and do all that stuff and what have you. And I'm like, okay, if you want to be freaky, cool, but
anyway,
what?
Some of them, it's not they want to, they are.
Yeah, some of them, they are freaks. I'm like, okay, if you freak, you a freak. But don't expect dudes to take you seriously like you quality when really you're not. That's the problem. At least carry yourself in a respectable way.
Don't sit here proclaim to be a steak and you a hamburger.
Yeah.
Own what you are.
Mm-hmm. And then these same women who love Cardi B and stuff talk about, I'm a queen, I'm a queen, I'm a queen. I'm like, not when you act like that. You're not acting like it.
You're like a lobster when you are fried shrimp.
Yep. So stop acting like you're a Red Robin when you're really Domino's.
Yeah.
When you really
Little Caesars.
Little Caesars, yeah. Not even CC's Pizza, Little Caesars. Like, y'all are so ratchet and foolishness. I can't stand stuff like that. Own what you are, man. This is what I want to talk to you about. Like, it's not even a dating culture. It's the hookup culture, man. Because a lot of people, they just want to be hooked up. And that's it. Looking for their pleasures to be desired and everything else. And I'm like, okay, you can do that. But own what you are, like you said.
And they talk about Kamala Harris. At least she is who she is.
Yeah.
Classy.
Yeah, she's classy and this and that. She's educated. She got herself together. She looks like she's like a quality woman. Versus all these other
vice president.
Yeah, vice president. Versus all these other people, they just ratchet. They low down, stuff like that. They're more excited about the WAP video than they are about Kamala Harris being VP. That's what gets me. It shows you that where their values are, where their priorities are. That's a problem too. We need to deal with that. Or like I feel like people now are morally bankrupt. Yep. Where the bag at? Where the money at? What's wrong with you? It's all about I, and it's self-interest. That's a problem.
I sent you I don't know if I sent it to you, but I put it on my thing one time, my Instagram story and Snapchat story. I put on there people chasing imaginary bags. Mm-hmm. That's the truth. Chasing a bag you ain't gonna never get.
Yep.
Or never have. Because you're not going about it the right way.
Yeah, man. I feel like it's just sick. This whole environment.
If you do people dirty, you don't get nowhere.
Yep.
But in the gutter. Mm-hmm. And morally bankrupt.
Yep. You can take people out of the hood, but you can't take the hood out of them.
Yep.
Cardi B's from the hood. She's from the streets. You can take her out of the streets and put her in a mansion, but she still acts like she's from the streets. So let her stay in the streets.
Yeah.
You want to be like that? You want to go out there and be like that? Okay, be like that. If you're going to influence other people to be like that, I'm like, okay, that's up to them, but they want to be like that. But at the end of the day, like, you influencing people. You are an influencer. Influence people the right way, not the wrong way.
You ain't Cardi B.
Yeah. They talking about, I'm going to be like Cardi B, I'm going to be like Cardi B. And this and that.
That's the problem with people now. They want to be, they claim they want to be leaders, but they followers.
Yeah. But I remember one time Cardi B came out with that single, red bottom shoes or whatever.
Yeah, Bodak Yellow.
Yeah, Bodak Yellow, yeah. All the females at our school started singing that song. Like, yeah. I'm like, really?
Yeah. And I think it's a nice song, but it's not to be taken as an anthem.
Yeah.
That's the problem. I get mad with these songs. They're supposed to be nice hits.
They're supposed to be hits, not anthems.
But these ratchet girls, they take it for an anthem.
Yeah. That's their mindset. She's appealing to them. Mm-hmm. That's what she's appealing to. I will give it to Cardi B. She knows her audience.
Yep. She's got a lot of blind witnesses following her.
Yep.
I don't know if they're willful or ignorant.
Yep.
Blind witnesses. They blind witnesses.
They probably both. They probably both. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. I'm just thinking about this hookup culture. I'm like, it's not good. Because it's not going to lead to prosperity. It's not going to lead anywhere.
I call it the lookup culture.
Yep.
You're trying to look up who has a bag.
Yep. It's about that money and this and that. And we ratchet. And we all that. I'm like, come on now. Like, influence people a positive way. Start if you a rapper, a female rapper, promote female black businesses and entrepreneurs and all that. Don't promote ratchetness.
And I agree, Cardi B promotes that in her music, but it's the ratchetness.
Yeah.
That overshadows everything.
Yeah. And also, I think it's probably not even her. It's somebody influencing her, telling her, you will produce this. Like the rap music. Like the rap music is just glorifying this, glorifying crime, glorifying drugs, glorifying promiscuity, glorifying this, glorifying chasing a bag, and this and that. I'm like, okay, you can do all that.
So crazy. That's what's so crazy. Cardi B, is one of the highest paid rap artists in the world.
Yeah.
She actually gets money. She's not one of these broke rappers that wear chains and pretend to get the money.
Yeah.
She has the bag.
Yeah.
And Megan Thee Stallion, she don't have the bag, and she had a dispute with her record label.
Yeah.
With a bag, so that's all a front.
Yeah. Yeah, and recently Megan Thee Stallion got into it with Tory Lanez or something.
Yeah.
I think he shot her in the foot or something like that.
Yeah. That's bad.
Yeah. On Tory Lanez part, what's wrong with you? You don't let no woman get you all that out of control and you're going to shoot her in the foot. What's wrong with you? Keep your composure.
How can you call yourself a man?
Yeah. You ain't even a man when you do that. Women get emotional. Men do not get that emotional. We use logic and reasoning and think. A lot of these men, they all emotional. What you emotional for? Over a woman? It's not even. It's not like you getting anything. Yeah, it's not like you was getting anything from Megan Thee Stallion. It was probably for the possibility of getting that. And I'm like, really? All this for the quote unquote possibility? At least get some.
He wants to be Mr. Megan Thee Stallion. That's his problem.
Yeah, that's his problem. Like, man, like
he ain't got no real bag.
Yeah, that's his problem. Like, man, you're fronting. It's a front. Get yourself together first, then come back. Like a man should be focusing on himself or what he wants to do, not on a woman. A woman supposed to come into your life. Like, that's the problem, man. And so I think we covered everything we need to cover with this whole WAP video thing, man. This whole hookup culture. I don't even want to really talk about it, man. Because it's just like, it's just disgusting. It's destroying our community. It's destroying people, man. That's a problem. Think. Like, don't be just, oh, about this and that, a WAP video and this and that. And I'm like, why? Like, what's wrong with you?
And I also want to talk about that showing the money on Instagram.
Yeah, I can't stand, man. I can't stand people do that, man. It's a front. You pretending.
And I put on my social media, I think it was my Instagram story and Snapchat story. I put on there what Jay-Z said about showing money on social media. It's lame.
Yeah. It's a front.
Because you don't have anything.
Yeah.
Or you never had anything.
Notice successful people, they don't even show off their money.
Yeah.
They just carry themselves accordingly. They don't show off their money. They don't show off their status. They just carry themselves accordingly. That's it.
I think it's just like if you say a person, they keep telling people I'm great, I did something that. If you keep saying it, that means you're trying to convince yourself.
Yep.
That means you're not. You're fronting.
Yeah. Or I'm successful. I'm a rich man. I'm a rich man. I'm a rich man. I'm a businesswoman. I'm a businesswoman. If you keep saying that, you're trying to convince yourself. Like you said, you're trying to convince yourself.
You're trying to convince others, and some of them, they may fall for it.
Yep.
But you know deep down you're not.
Uh-huh.
You think you slick, but we see you.
Mm-hmm. You know what you are. What you really are.
Mm-hmm. We call it for what we see.
Yep. Mm-hmm. We calling people out here.
See, I think y'all can get away with it, but we ain't.
We ain't gonna let you get away with it, man.
You're on a hot seat.
Yep. We ain't gonna let you get away with it. We're gonna call you out and hold you accountable, man.
And we don't talk about the gossip stuff. We talk about the facts.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. It's in your face. That's the problem too. People like the gossip stuff.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Get off the gossip and get off facts.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely.
Stay off. Focus more on your personal life and your career goals than being on social media all day.
Yeah.
It's lame.
Mm-hmm.
You're making a mockery out of the race. You're making a mockery out of your gender.
You're making a mockery out of yourself, most importantly. Yeah, man. So, final thoughts on the Cardi B situation, or are you good, man?
I said all I was going to say.
I said all I was going to say, too, man. Well, this pretty much concludes the Dab Daniel podcast of the Black Evolution, talking about the Cardi B and the WAP video, man. Tune in next time. so we can talk about more controversial and factual topics. This concludes Dab Daniel Podcast. Dab Daniel signing off.